Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is more of a vlog style video, I guess. But I'm just in my car. I just got off of work and I really wanted to go ahead and upload this because it's just been really heavy on my mind. It's something I've been thinking um, about posting. So I wanted to get it. It's kind of like a story time video, I guess. But because I'm going to tell you about a time we went to Universal, and we usually, because we have season passes, and we usually because our season passes, the express pass for the rides doesn't take an effect until 4 p.m. So usually what we do is just get there around lunchtime, and we'll eat lunch somewhere, and then we'll go in and kind of chill up, just kind of walk around the park, and then when 4 o'clock hits, we'll go do the rides. But this last time we went to Universal, we ate at the Bread Box. If you go to Universal, it's just on City Walk, so you don't really have to go into Universal. But we ate at the Bread Box, and it's really good. So if you go, it's on City Walk. It's like up in the second story or second level, behind what is that restaurant? I don't remember. But anyway, if you go, look for the Bread Box. It's really good. But so we ate at the Bread Box, and we were just getting our food. Hanley was kind of acting a little irritable, but I was like, well, he probably is just hungry. So we sat down and we got our food, and I tried to feed Hanley, but he just, ever so often, he was just whiny. And Hanley can't always tell us what he wants, and sometimes he cries or whines to try to tell us what he wants, which I know in a normal kid that isn't developmentally delayed, you'd be like, use your words, which I do try to tell him, and to use your words. You don't want to whine, but anyway, he does it more often because he can't always tell us what he wants. And so he was whining, and it was a little difficult to try to feed him and try to eat myself. And anyway, it was quite an experience, but we have those whatever, he gets in those moods. So, but we were about to walk out, and I overheard this couple, and the wife was talking to the husband, and Hanley and I are walking out, and I hear her say to the husband, "Is that the kid that whined the whole time?" And then her husband, in about the same it was like that same attitude that she gave, he was like, "Yeah, it is." And it really broke my heart because I wanted, I was actually really mad. I was really mad, and I wanted to just stop, and I wanted to tell them the whole story about how Hanley, at 2 months, I just wanted to start from the very beginning and just tell them everything that we've been through, and that, maybe it would make them feel bad a little bit at least. But I just took a deep breath and just kept walking. And Hayden and Lance had already walked out, and I told Lance about the situation, and he made me feel a lot better, because he was like, well, look at it like this: who comes to Universal Studios and is worried about a whining kid? And I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because we're at Universal. There's a ton of kids that are probably going to be whining, so if you're worried about whining kids, probably not a good place for you to go. So I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But it also got me to thinking about how I was before Hanley. And I'm going to be straight up honest with you all And maybe if you don't have a special needs child, maybe it'll get you to think too. But it did when that happened, because since then other little things, just little things, have happened. Like people like Hanley will make a noise or something, and people will look, and so. But anyway, this is how I was before Hanley. So when that incident happened, it really got me thinking, wow, I have grown into a much better person because of Hanley. He has made me, sorry, I know I'm holding, this is just on my phone. I'm holding it with my hands, so I know it's jumping all over the place. But back to the story. It made me think so much of how I am such a better person because of Hanley. Because before him, I would just hear a kid like in the store or just, out in public. I'd hear them whining or something. I'd be like, you know what? That parent just needs to take that kid outside and have a good talking to him or something. But that's not always the case. I know now. So I'm a much more patient person. I'm a much more understanding person. I'm a much more caring person. So if you are not a parent of a special needs child, this is just some information to you to think about. If you did have a special needs child, they couldn't always communicate their needs to you. They did have tantrums. What would you do? And how would you feel if someone out in public was saying something that you overheard? How would you feel? And we parents, as I'm not going to cry on this video, I promise. But parents of special needs children struggle on a daily basis to fight for their children, to give them as much of a normal life as they possibly can. We're constantly trying to, what works, what doesn't work. This is a daily thing, you're trying to figure out the best ways and the best routine, and when things aren't the right routine and they get thrown off, how to get back on it so that, your child has the best days. So it's a constant struggle. So think how you would feel if you're out in public and you have a special needs child and you overhear someone saying something like, that was the whiny child that was whining the whole time. What if you overheard someone say that about your child? Would it hurt you? It probably would. So I'm so grateful. I thank God every day for giving me Hanley, for teaching me to be a more patient person. And I thought I was a patient person before Hanley, to be honest. I thought I was. I thought I was a caring person, which I honestly, I think I was a caring person. But there was just things that I didn't realize or take into consideration before Hanley. So having him has opened my eyes to this, world of special needs children that I had no idea about. So I wanted to come on my channel, and I hope that a lot of people watch this, because I just want you to just take a little bit of time in your day to think about, parents of special needs children, how they cope, how what you say affects them in public, because you never know if they're overhearing you. Like, I don't even know if that couple at Universal knew that I heard them, but I did, and it really hurt my heart. It really made me upset at the time. It made me think of, gosh, is Hanley gonna have to deal with things like this? And it made me think of how I was before Hanley, and like how much of a person I have grown because of him. And I don't know, I wanted to come on my channel and just talk about it, and hopefully give you guys a little bit of a perspective. You know, if you hear a kid whining in the store, it's not always just a kid whining, pitching a fit because they didn't get the toy that they wanted. That's not always the case. So just think about it, and you know, be a little more considerate of those parents. And if you are a special needs parent, my heart is with you. I understand what you struggle with, and you're doing a good job. We're all trying to just do the best that we can. It's a daily struggle, I know it is, but know that there are other moms that are doing the same thing that you are, and we just do the best that we can. We love our kids. I seen, just another random thought, but I seen this thing on Facebook that was like, oh, it was like an example of being a parent, and it had like, I'll post a picture of it. I'll post a picture of it right here. But it was like perfect, like what being a parent of, and being a parent of a special needs child, I feel like is just like 10 times that, because you just want them to have the best, most normal life that they possibly can have and grow as much as they can. You just want the best for them, just like with any of your kids, you know. But you have to fight more for a special needs child. You do. You do. You have to fight so much more because they're not like the next kid, you know. But every kid is different. But it's, I don't know. I mean, may not be making sense, but I hope I am. And I hope that this video just kind of opens your eyes, makes you think about your fellow human beings, our children, because it was on my heart. I wanted to share it. I just got off work and I'm about to go to sleep, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And I talk about nursing. I talk about Hanley. If you're new to my channel, I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning, but if you're new to my channel, Hanley is my 3-year-old. He is developmentally delayed, and he also has epilepsy, and we struggle with both the developmental delays and the epilepsy on a daily basis. So I do talk about that. I do makeup because that has been kind of my outlet, my hobby, and I just started experiencing it during when Hanley's diagnosis and stuff. So I've been having a lot of fun with that. So I've been kind of doing some makeup videos. And what else do I talk about? I don't know what else I talk about. Well, and my son Hayden, he's been on my channel a couple times too, but he's a teenager, and he's just your typical teenager, but he's a great kid. I'll have to have him back on my channel soon. I need to do another video with him. And my husband's been on here a couple of times, or no, just once. I think he may have only been on here once. We did a taste test together. We probably need to do another one of those soon too, but those are always funny. But anyway, you guys, I did just want to pop on here, say my little piece about that. Please be considerate of others. Please open your eyes to parents with special needs children if you don't have a special needs child on your own. But I know we as parents, we all struggle to want the best for our child. I'm not saying that, you know, special needs parents are better than, you know, parents of children that don't have special needs. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying to just open your eyes and realize the things that they have to go through on a daily basis. And that kid that you hear screaming, pitching a fit or something, there may be something else there. It's not just, you know, the parent not discipline the child or something like that. That may not be the case. You have to have an open mind and be considerate. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm about to go get some sleep. Bye, y'all.